Hey, this is Scott, and today I'm here with the Zhiyun Smooth 4, and I'm going to show you how to get that Dolly zoom effect with your smartphone. So if you want to skip ahead to just the how-to part of this video, I'll put the time on screen down below. You can just skip to that time. But I want to give you a little bit of background about the Dolly effect in general, and just also about how it works and just the parts that are included on this to make it possible. So basically, the Dolly zoom or vertigo effect is when your subject stays the same size in the frame, but it appears that your background is moving further away or coming closer. And the way that you do this is by moving your body at the same time as zooming in order to keep your subject framed exactly the same or as close to exactly the same as you can. And while you're zooming, the field of view is changing. So the further background will be more in view or less in view, effectively coming closer and moving further away. The reason that you're able to do this is that the Zhiyun Smooth 4 has this wheel here which will allow you to control the zoom of your camera, so you can zoom as you move your body back and forth. So just a couple of small notes specific to the Smooth 4 and how you can use it to achieve this effect. This wheel on the side that I said, you can control the zoom as you're moving closer to or further away from your subject to achieve this effect. This can also change the focus of your camera. So if you are noticing that you're turning it and it's changing the focus, not the zoom, press the little button on the front that looks like a target and it will switch between those two functions, and you can use it as the zoom control again. So one of the small points that you might want to be aware of, and that might require you to have a little bit of practice with this before you can get really great footage, is that this obviously is not a manual zoom. So there is a little bit of a delay both at the start and the finish of your zooming movement. And so you need to really kind of get a feel for that and get adjusted to it before you can really do it effectively, because it's going to throw you off a little bit at first. Definitely still doable, but you do want to get used to that. So once you've got your subject and your framing set, you want to decide how big you want your subject in the frame and remember that. So if it's a face or if it's camera, whatever it is, basically how far it is from the top and the bottom of the frame, for example. And as you're moving back and forth, you want to use the zoom to keep your subject about the same size in the frame as you move back and forth. As you get closer, obviously, naturally it's going to get larger, so you need to zoom out to counteract that. As you move further away, it's going to get smaller naturally, so you need to zoom in to counteract that. So those two actions are going to kind of balance out and keep your subject basically the same size in the frame as your background field of view is going to change, making it look like the background is falling away or coming closer. So of course, you don't want to forget to hit record before you start doing this. There is a record button right on the handle, so you can just hit that and you're good to go. And again, as you're moving closer to your subject, you want to zoom out so that way the subject stays basically the same size in the frame. And as you move away from it, you want to zoom in so that way again the subject stays more or less the same size in your frame, and you'll see the background falling away or zooming in depending on which direction you're moving. This sample footage is not going to be perfect at all. I apologize for that. I'm doing this very roughly, but you should get kind of an idea for what it looks like and what movements you'll have to do to get the effect. If you have any questions or comments about this function, leave it down below and I will definitely get back to you. I will also have a full review of this coming soon, so if there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know that as well. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.